Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer and we are returning to Hearts of Iron 4, playing as the Soviet Union and taking over the United States. It is May the 8th, so historically the victory day in Europe, and we're recording that. And honestly, it did take me a while to get back to this game because let me just be honest with you guys, I was very angry at myself. So down here, you can see at Houston we did land down here and try to expand our footprint here, and honestly I just feel I didn't play properly down here. It was too, I put in too many divisions too quickly. It was all on screen time, so I just didn't take quite as much care as I wanted, and there was a big issue because we did land up here in the northeast of the United States and Canada, and sort of I think a lot of Mexican divisions were just right about here when we landed, and they just managed to contain us pretty badly, and instead of doing the wise thing and pulling out, I was staying over here just way too long, and that is now leading to disaster because you can see a lot of these divisions are going over to Houston, a lot of these divisions here in Houston are going over there, and that does mean that inevitably I think these guys here will be lost, and that's going to be a huge blow. There's about 125 divisions also just over here in the Texas area, and that is a hefty loss. That is harsh. So I could have saved scummed or anything, but I just don't feel that would be the appropriate thing to do. I feel it was a very bad play on my side. So yeah, there's that. Now the situation up here in California is strikingly similar. We are struggling to get enough ports. We have lost Los Angeles, but we have gotten the naval base down here. We have already established our naval base up here a little bit. So I think the supply situation up over here will be a little bit better, but there's so many divisions just boxing us in, so that will be very tough. We're going to try to maintain that. We are probably going to lose our footprint in Texas. So what we do have though is the area up here, and over here we were able actually to do something very useful, and that is get a big pocket of United States forces up here. I think it's about 60 divisions or so, I didn't quite count them, but that is definitely great to see down there. So also I think we should keep in mind that there are not that many divisions up over here in the Toronto area actually, so that, my friends, might be a very nice chance to do something else, because we have in fact already established a little bit up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pull a couple of these tank divisions here down into this area, then over here, and then sort of around over there. I think that might be okay. There are a lot of divisions over here as well, so you know what, let's try to take this route, and what we're going to try to do is we're going to send a lot of divisions down here in Toronto, and I think that should be maybe okay to try and do that. So you guys are going to go there, and you guys maybe do just a pinning in attack on that front there, and I think that's going to be fine. Yeah, up over here everything seems to be fine. You guys can in fact I think try to get over here, that might be alright. We do have some forces over there, so that shouldn't be too bad, and I think we are bringing in more reinforcements over time. So with regards to our mechanized forces then, I think you guys here should have a slightly more aggressive approach. And what I do want you to do there is to do a spearhead attack into down here, just basically bring everyone over here. That should be fine, and then we're going to try to also cut off these divisions here from that side. Maybe that's going to work out, we don't know. There are 15 divisions over here, and most of them have very low organization. Well, is that actually true? I did see I think a group of 10 there. With, let's call that medium organization, 40%, so yeah, not great, not bad. Yeah, a little bit like that. Okay, you guys going over there. You know what, one of you could actually do an attack over here so that we have another attack pass there, and I think that would be great. And you know what, you guys, I know you can actually not attack there. Okay, that's okay, fine. Not too bad, right. And you guys, can you actually come over here? You could come over there, that's okay there. Fine, I think that's gonna be okay. Right, we also should be able to take maybe a group of these mechanized forces here that we actually do have over here, and maybe try to find a weak spot into this area here. I mean, that would encircle a lot of these guys, but it just might not be viable. Okay, so let's try to get over there I think that might be fine as well. Yeah, so let's try to make a breakthrough there. And encircle a couple more divisions over there. That would be fantastic indeed. Right, this attack over here seems to be going on alright-ish. So let's try to support that further. I think that's going to be fine. And up over here, a lot of divisions are in this area. So that's not necessarily great for us, of course. But let's see whether we can do anything over here. Also, it just seems that our attacks over here are not going quite as great as I would hope. Even though, of course, these guys must have extremely low organization. They've been cut off from any sort of retreat, so that's not great for them. Oh, we do have a new army group though over here, so let's try to get you over here towards like Quebec. I think that's going to be fine. Yeah, so, and at that point we're going to redistribute them between a couple of our mechanized forces. And probably, you know, with the situation down there in Texas, I think... Look at that, though. A lot of our divisions are okay over here, so, you know what, under these circumstances, I do think it would make some sense to pull a couple of guys out over here. So let's take these special forces over here, and we're going to ask you guys, if we can, if we can manage to do that, to bring you down here, assign you towards that, and I think under these circumstances you guys should take off fairly quickly, and that's fine because that means you're going to be a lot better in your supply situation there. Are we, just to make sure, are we still building naval bases over here, and does that have the highest possible priority? Yes on you, yes on you. I think there might be one more yet. Well, you are building that up, so that is nice, but you can't build anything else there. Well, I suppose what we could try to do, though, is actually go ahead and construct a couple of forts over here, because I think if we can keep this area up for a long enough time, I think we might actually be doing okay over there. So yeah, let's prioritize that. I do think we are still building so many civilian factories here that yeah, we can easily afford these forts. Okay, bad pun there. Not even intended to do that, so do forgive me please. But yeah, there we go. You guys are doing that now, and you guys are anyway building that up, so that's great too. Yeah, and again, we're going to prioritize these fortifications there. I think that's going to be nice to, if we can keep this area, that would be fantastic. Yeah, I think that'd be great. Good. Decisions, I think that's just the annoying thing about the expansion there. So nothing to be too concerned about. Okay, you are finally making some progress over there. You guys have advanced into that area there. That's also nice to see. And it would be fantastic if we could squeeze in, or just, well, really destroy these two areas here. So you know what? Let's try to get you over here. And we are going to ask you guys to support that, or at least advance into that, and one of you is going to support that as well. So how's that going for us? Not that great, I have to say. But maybe as we are getting in more divisions, that might be turning out a-okay for us. We do not know. Okay, over here at least we are making some progress as well, so that's good to see. Yeah, and I'd like to see that actually. Right, how's the situation over here around Toronto? Not actually too bad. There's still a lot of divisions there, so that's okay. We've got the situation up over here. A lot of Canadian guys over there. Our mountain troops are advancing though towards the northern area there. That's okay though. I think that's great actually. So you know what? Half of you guys do try to come down there as well. I think that might be a good choice for you. Right, and up over here. So you guys are fine where you are. You guys are sort of bouncing all over the place still, and you guys are still on very low supply usage, yes? Well, I mean, you guys are setting sail, so that should ease the supply situation very rapidly. So I would hope that that is going to be working out that way. Okay, one of you guys do support you over there. Can you support that? No, you can't. That's okay. Let's take you down there as well. Surprising that we are suffering from supply issues over here, but there's only so much that we can do about that. Right, do we want to drive on Buffalo? Or do we want to actually do something down here as well? I mean, there's a lot of sort of fluffiness around Newark. I think it would be great if we could actually maybe attack into here. And take about half of you here to support that attack. Have you guys any paths to that? No, you don't. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so that we're rolling up or down the Hudson River there. I think that would be a nice choice there. Right, you guys are fine over here. Can you support this? No, you can't. Cannot do that directly. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I think the next logical place... Can you attack here directly? You could. Okay, and then the next logical place might actually be this division specifically, but that is mountains, so I would like to delay that advance as much as possible. Right, you're getting there, that's okay. Fine. Toronto is being attacked. Oh, yeah, so we have advanced down there, that's nice. But Toronto is starting to see some issues over here, and we are starting to see some issues up here as well. So I suppose let's try to take one of these tanks down there. That's fine. And then you guys up over here, let's say at least 3 of you are going to support that attack. 2 of you are going to go into here, so that we are expanding that area there a little bit, and I think that's going to be okay. Right, maybe half of you, 1 of you go there, and 1 of you go there as well, just so that we're keeping that area close down to the enemy. I think that's going to be okay. Right, Toronto would be so nice if we could make a breakthrough there and just encircle like 20 guys over there. Although I have to say, up over here, this could be easy as well. I mean, this is pretty difficult here, it seems. Okay, so they are in fact over there. Right, in that case, let's stop this attack, please, for a second. And we should rather make sure to get over there. You know, you guys, why don't you go down there? I mean, you are Marines, so that should be sort of your natural job. Situation down here. Looks like we are starting to see some improvements, and that's nice. Let's try to take out our Marines here as well. I think that would also be helpful to the situation. Okay, well, that was awkward. Okay, nevertheless, are you assigned to that now? Yeah, okay, so you're evacuating from there, that's good as well. Because I think it would be nice if we could get a sort of slightly better situation over here without quite as much attrition and with a little bit more resources. Yeah, same over there. We're not going to be able to make any big push over there as long as the situation is as it is. So, yeah. Okay, let's try to bring in these light mechanized forces into this area there so that we are sort of cutting them off there. That would be fantastic. Yeah, and over here, so I think there's still a river over here, so that is difficult to push in from the north. So, but I don't see any specific weak spot here. So we might have to wait there a little bit until these guys are truly out of organization. You guys are still coming down though. Good breakthrough over here, so I expect these tanks to come in there very rapidly, which they are. Fantastic. You guys, just 1 of you, maybe attack down there. You guys are all coming in there, that's great and fantastic. Not quite as many people over here as I had hoped, but still good to see that we are making some progress there. So yeah, let's try to bring you over here and support that attack as well, so we are sort of pinning them in while we are simultaneously pushing up over there against these guys. Yeah, and now, well, you, my friend specifically, you can stop that attack. It looks a little bit silly by now. Okay, fine. You've advanced over there. Let's continue advancing into that direction so that we are making more progress. Good. Oh, and look at that. We have Toronto, so that is fantastic news indeed. So that's another 20 division exactly that we have captured over here. It's going to cause all of these guys to buzz around all over the place. But still, I do think that's a very nice success over there. So that, on the other hand, does mean that you guys don't necessarily need to do that. So these blue guys here, I think we can get rid of this specific attack order here and ask you guys then to do something else. And what would that be? So there's no specific point to cutting off these guys or trying to cut them off. I think they are going to be able to evac via Detroit pretty easily. So I think what we might actually want to do is then come down here Maybe a little bit more like there. So that we are sort of cutting off all of these guys if we can create a breakthrough over there. That does depend a little bit on achieving a success over here, and well, basically getting rid of all of these guys. But there are only 3 divisions up over here, so let's actually do attack into there. We're going to support that from here, and also from over here, even though these are river crossings. But I think that should make it relatively easy there for us to push them out of that hex, and that would be great. Well, it's not a hex, but still. You get my point, I think. Right, okay, you guys are doing fine over here. So I think what we should do is maybe... Well, there are 11 divisions up over here. There are a lot of divisions over here, though, so we could at most kill these 4 guys if we overwhelm these 11. But I don't think there's that much point in doing that, so instead let's try to reduce this attack here a little bit faster, and I think that's going to be a good target over here. You guys are doing that. Why don't you attack over here, though? And then you can do that, and you 4 can actually try to overwhelm these guys. And then at the same time, let's actually pick you 3 guys here. Attack into there, and then we have you. You can come over here as well. So yeah, sort of nicely build up our attack plan here. Sort of attack all over the place at the same time so that they really don't have any rest up there. And we can make sure that that is going to go very quickly. Right, you guys, why don't you try to attack over here at least? I know it's going to be extremely difficult, and let's actually pick these 2. Well, one of you and the tank, you can actually try to attack properly into here as well. And then these 7 guys here, you can just try to support that. So yeah, we have a lot of combat with over here. A lot of these divisions will put up a good fight, but as we are killing them off, I think we're going to be having great successes over there. Great. How is Texas looking? Oh, for a second there, I thought it was completely gone. Right, at least, well, supply situation, just how bad is it actually? On 130 out of what? Supported 26. Yeah, there is basically no way how we can hold out here for a very long time. I think our best chance is to deplete the enemy resources in other areas, and I think we are somewhat doing that. So, for example, over here, what we definitely should try to do is take our tanks, drive them into these plains, which is good tank terrain, and just try to overwhelm them there. Try to grab more places then, and try to actually get to Los Angeles as well, because more ports would be extremely helpful. And I think the same applies over here. So we're going to try to keep them in over there, and sort of cut off divisions in other places so that they do feel a need to reinforce these other places, and then we can overwhelm them there. You guys do try to support that. While you're doing that, for now you're defending over here, but you could also attack over here. So yeah, I think, as you can see, that strategy is actually working out relatively nicely there, so that's great to see. Right, you guys are now going to be part of this, and can I grab like half of you and get you to a new division, and then again half of you are going to be assigned to this as well. So we have sort of a decent tank army here, and your job again is going to be, well, all of you. Your job again is just, for the moment, just to come over really on this, not area defense, just fallback line. Let's say you're going to come to Boston. I think that's fine. Right, supply situation for the Americas still bad for them, so not that much that we can do about this though, so that's unfortunate. I think we just have to push them out of this hex here. So let's try, well, area. I don't know why I continue to say hex. I am watching another series of a great YouTuber, which I very heartily recommend, the Historical Game. Oh, nice game over there. About war on the Pacific, I think. Admiral's Edition. So, and that is very nice because it's between 2 YouTubers, and this is a hex-based game, much more complicated actually, and much more realistic than Hearts of Iron in some places. It's a very nice game, and it's a very nice sort of game that they have going on over there. Right, so That's looking fantastic over here. I had not expected to be as swift over here in taking out these guys there. So that's fine and fantastic. Good. You're still approaching these guys over there. And we have some areas down here where we could try to cut off a couple of our Americans at least. So for example over here, now this is a frontline division, this isn't. Well, I mean these areas are kind of... So this lake province, I don't know which one of the Great Lakes this is, but if we can come down here actually, so let's try to get you down there. So how likely is it that we're going to succeed over here? A little I would say. So you know what, let's actually take both of you down here, and I think that's fine. And then what we're going to do is we are going to ask you to advance further down here, which I can't for some reason. Okay, fine. So you guys do come down there, so that we are maybe creating some sort of block there. That would be fantastic. Good. Right, over here though, the front line just, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know why that is actually. So you guys are all part of the Canadian front, right? So you guys are part of the Canadian front. Why are you specifically assigned to this though? And the same goes for these white dudes. So I think for the white guys I can sort of see that. But maybe for the green guys over here, we are going to actually ask you guys to be sort of facing this direction here. I think that's okay. Yeah. No. You guys. Do sort of guard this way. I think that's okay. Fine. There we go. Lovely. And that's just 4 of you. No, I actually meant everyone. So that's fine. Yeah, there you go. And that means all of these white guys are now going to go in that direction. That's fine. And lovely indeed. Right, okay. Good. How's the situation forming on this northern pocket? It's a little bit awkward because there's just so many troops over here and that we really don't make any progress against, even though they are so out of supply. Do an attack over here. There are these hills, and I think it would be great to attack over there, but is it going to be realistic? Now, there's a lot of movement up over here along this front line, so I think it is time that we do trigger this and actually assign you to this as well. Let's get all of these guys over here, all of these mechanized troops. We're extremely low on organization and actually fuel. Why is the supply situation so bad? I thought it would be a little bit better. Yeah, well, our army is just hogging supplies though. I mean, we are building up a lot of these ports to ridiculous degrees, but there's only so much that we can do in that regard, right? So, yeah, well, a couple of these things also need to be repaired, so that might be part of the issue there. Didn't I just build another port? I thought I had. Okay, never mind. Right. So supply situation might also be fixed by just getting rid of these guys here. To some degree. Okay, nevertheless I do think it is a good plan to try to get to Baltimore over here. And let's stay on the eastern bank of this river. We might just not come through this mountain. We might actually come through these hills down here. Let's see how that is going to work out, just sort of trying to drive onto Washington from that direction. We have, of course, nuked Washington in the past already. So, yeah, let's again see just how much trouble we might have going this way. Right, we do have a lot of infantry over here that could support this attack as well. You guys actually should be part of this front line down there as well, so let's try to get you there and sort of drive south here. And you know what? There are some guys over here that are not currently doing anything, so let's try to attack over here. Mostly just to keep these guys busy and avoid them moving into that direction there. And same over here, you guys are going to attack over there. It's a senseless attack, but it just keeps them busy. Right, you, my friend, one of you might actually come over there. Isn't that nice? Good. Okay, you guys are still coming into that direction, so that's good to see. So we are driving them out of there at least, so that's good. And likewise, you guys over here could continue to attack over there, and if we can win over here, we might actually be able to move into there and basically overrun all of these guys and not fight them like 3 times. Come on, you are advancing into here, aren't you? Okay, that attack is shaping up nicely though. That's good to see. 99%. Yeah, you should win over there quickly. Okay, well, we haven't been able to overrun them there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we are not making progress, good progress at least there. So that's sad. But what can we do? Right, let's try to continue the advance over here. I know this is a river crossing, so that's going to be tough, but I just think we do need to make a breakthrough here. This is just costing us way too much time. 70... Yeah, this is starting to be a good attack there. And I think that might also be nice to expand on all of these other attacks here. Yeah, and finally we are making good progress here, so that's nice to see. Good, okay. A couple of divisions over there. Still a lot of guys over here. That's extreme. I'm reluctant to leave them too much room to get out of that. Jesus, what is this? Where are you guys all going? Yeah, you're clearly trying to rebalance your front lines there, which is a bit of a concern. Now, I'd really like to get some... Okay, half of you, just half of you, can you attack over here? I would really love if you could overwhelm them and get us a new territory there. That would be fantastic. And look at that, I think we actually built our first land fort here. Yeah, that's nice. Good, that should give us some benefit there. Oh my, okay, the attack over here is not going as great as I would have hoped. In fact, most of you guys are being kicked back over here, so that's not good. Not good at all. Right, okay, so let's try to rebalance this. You guys are supposed to be down there and really nowhere else. Yeah, I don't see a big chance for an encirclement over here. But, well, maybe we can at least advance into some of these empty provinces if they are kind enough to evacuate them. I think we should take on their offer. So yeah, let's have you guys advance over there. Okay, we have made some progress over there, so if we can advance into here, we might actually be able to take out these guys over there. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Right, let's try to get you sort of advancing through here. I think that'd be nice. Good, yeah. And you guys, let's try to attack there. You guys are sort of going all over the place. Let's have you go there. What? I think we will be winning this fight here easily, so that means one of you should at least be able to come down here, and that way we might be able to take them out there. Right, and let's briefly check on this. Just a convoy there. Just a convoy over here, nothing too big. Situation up over here, so we haven't been able to break through there. That is unfortunate, and again, I just should have paid more attention here, I think, so let's try that again. I don't know why we are so... Well, low supply is definitely a big issue here, so let's at least try to get the Marines out of here again, and that should be a little bit helpful. So you guys, let's define a fallback line over here for you. So let's try to get you out, and I think that might be helpful. How about over here? Half of you, you've just given up again. Yeah, well, it's... I mean, I guess that I understand it's hard for you to attack over here with very low organization, indeed. But again, you just should be able to take out a couple of divisions. Right, and up over here, everything has started to settle in a little bit more. So we might have to look at some smaller opportunities whenever we can get them. And this might be one of them, actually. So over here, we can see they are attacking in force with a lot of divisions. So if that's the case, let's try to come over here and sort of cut them off in Newark. As long as they are busy over there, I think that might be a very good thing for us to do down here. So yeah, let's sort of try to do that. You guys are going to come over here as well, and then sort of half of you are going to come over there. Let's take these tanks as well, you know, these two and maybe that one, if I can actually click on it and get down here. Maybe, it's a maybe, but might be a good choice. And this is starting to look much nicer now. Oh yeah, look at that. So that's fantastic. Okay, let's have you come down here. And I know we are starting to see more of these, let's say a 30-minute mark here, but you know what, I think it's fine. Unless you guys are telling me that I'm wasting your time, which I hope I'm not. Let's continue to attack here. Right. Oop. Some of our aces are being shot down there. That's of course unfortunate. But yeah, over here at least we are reducing their strength significantly. And my oh my, look at this. That's more than 100 divisions. If we could come through Buffalo down here, that would be fantastic. I don't think we will be able to do that, but it would be fantastic. Let's try to come push up over here. Yeah, that's nice. And I do want to finish up this at least. So yeah, there we go. Fantastic pocket here of about 60 or so divisions. I can't even count that, but that's lovely to see. How are you guys doing? Come on, just get this done and over with. Come on. Don't we have any mechanized forces here that are advancing to there? Okay, well at least if they are shooting us down, we can shoot them down as well. And we are developing Mountain Division 3, which is of course also very lovely and nice. But yeah. Oh, also an air base over here, which is going to be fantastic. There we go. Fantastic. So I like it. I very much like it. Okay, they've stopped their attack over here. They are redistributing their troops. So that attack might not go quite as well, but still, it's going to be a good push. And have they just evacuated more than, let's say, 70 divisions or so from there? This is amazing to see what they're capable of doing still. But look at this spaghetti here. So that's what I'm going to fix in between episodes. But yeah, so much. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you around next time when we do continue this little adventure here. I feel like we are making some good progress here in the northern states. We have somewhat at least stabilized the situation down here, so that's at least good, but still not the best. Okay, you know what? We're going to evac another complete army group from over there, and I think that's going to be alright. It might actually mean that we have better defensive capabilities over here over time. So yeah, let's actually just send you directly here. I think that's fine. Yeah, there we go. Fine, lovely. Situation up over here is still somewhat stable, so yeah, nothing much we can do. You guys are going away, so that's nice as well. We might want to open further front lines up there. Maybe, let's say, in Washington State, around Seattle. Could also try to get rid of Vancouver. I suppose that the Canadians must be very close to capitulating. They are, they kind of are. They're not our biggest enemy here, with only 350,000 fielded men. But, no sorry, that's casualties. Yeah, with only 39 divisions though, so yeah, still. I'm seeing a good ratio over there, and we can actually check, I suppose. So total manpower lost over here, 500,000 men lost on our side. That's definitely not great. Win rate is pretty good though. Can we see enemy combat losses in manpower over here? Is it? No. Apparently we cannot. Well, that's interesting because we can see the equipment of the enemy that they lost. Which might be an indication, I suppose. Yeah. So we have lost in combat about 50,000 infantry equipment. They've lost 300,000. So yeah, that's a big change there. But Yeah, curious that you can't see the enemy combat results there. I think there's another division over there. Yeah, but not much. Okay, fine. So that being said, yeah, we are still facing a lot of supply blues over here, but it's starting to look a little bit better. I think we have, at least in this episode, increased the supply capability there by 40% over here. We are still very far away from anywhere which I would be happy about, but still it's where it is. And over here somewhat, it's not quite as bad in California, but I think that's because we have a few troops over here. Still, it would be great to break out over here into the northern area and grab at least a little bit more. So, that being said, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope to see you around next time. Bye bye.